Hey, awesome artist. This is a tip before you start this lesson coming to you from Miss Sarnowski for distance learning. Before you start this lesson, what you're going to need are two pieces of paper. Now, I'm really fortunate that I have colored paper at home. You might not be. You might need to use some computer paper that you might want to use notebook or lined paper, but you do need two pieces of paper. If you just have scrap paper that already has stuff on it, it's not the end of the world, but colored would be the nicest. You're going to pick one and just leave it solid, and you're going to pick another one and you're going to cut it into strips. So, for example, I have mine. I'm going to cut my strips about an inch. Now, if you're not great with measurements, I'm going to say an inch is about your 3 fingers length. I mean, you have tinier fingers than I do, but it doesn't need to be perfectly 1 inch. It really, really doesn't. But you do want to kind of keep it straight, right? So you would cut up this whole paper, one of them. I'll check back with you. Okay, so once you cut up all of your paper strips, right? Well, you need scissors anyway, obviously, to cut, but you do need scissors for the next step. And if possible, if you have any type of glue, you're going to need it. This is like just some strange colored glue. It's supposed to be decorative that I just found in the drawer. It's pretty old, but I'm just like, well, oh well. I also luckily have a glue stick. So if you have a glue stick, that'd be wonderful. At the end of the day, if you don't have any glue, it's not the end of the world. All right, I can't wait for you to start the lesson. Welcome to Paper Weaving with Miss Sarnowski. Today, I'm going to teach you how to do the basic paper weaving. That's going to be practicing this over, under, almost like a checkerboard. It kind of looks really cool. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. So when you are making a weaving, it could be with paper, or as you get better and better at weaving, you can make things out of fabric, and that's actually how they make things like blankets. And before we even had electricity, that's how they made things like clothing. So today we're going to make a paper one. Let's get started. So first, in order to have a weaving, you need to create what's called a loom. Can we all say loom? Nice job. A loom is what you make a weaving on. We're going to take a paper loom and we're going to make one. First, you're going to start by holding your paper what's called hamburger way, right? This way, not this way, right? Hamburger way. You're going to take it, you're going to try to match up the corners as best you can, and then you are going to crease it in half. Now, you are going to cut on the closed side. See that there's an open side, right? It opens like a book, but there's a closed side. What side are you going to start to cut on? The closed side. You are going to take your scissors and you're going to try to make even cuts. And then when you get close to the edge, you're going to stop. And then you're going to try to make it even again. You are going to get close to the edge, and then you're going to stop. You want to be about an inch away. You don't want to get too close, or your paper or your loom is going to rip. I'm going to keep going. What do I do when I get close to the edge? Stop. Right? And then I'm going to keep going till the very edge. So I have a few different cuts in my paper. Trying to keep it even, I'm just trying my best. And then this is all closed down the top. If I open this up, ooh, right, this is going to be my paper loom. Now let's start the weaving part. Since we're making a paper weaving, we are going to get some paper strips and we are going to repeat this over and under, over, under, over, under, over, under, almost like a song. It doesn't matter which way you start, but I'm gonna go over this one. So that means I put my paper over and then I lift this little paper up and I stick this guy underneath. Now, if I go under this one, I go over this one. I slide this under over, under, over, under. And then I kind of fix it and I push it back up to the top. And then I can start another strip of paper. As I go for my next one, it doesn't matter where you start, but if I see that this one is over, I need to shimmy my paper underneath to start my next row. So I started under, over. Let's say it together now. Under, over, under, over, under, over. And it starts to make almost like a checkerboard. I'm going to show you one more time. Now, if I started under for this one, because you can see my loom paper, what do you think I need to start for my next one? Hopefully you know that I'm starting over, so my green paper goes on top and then under. Careful not to go and put it through two of your papers, because then you're going to have to start over again. You're going to have to take it out and start over again. So don't skip any papers. So go over, under, don't skip any, over, under, over, under, over, under. Push it up so that they're all touching. And then when you're done and it looks like this, ooh, you're going to check with me. And if I approve you, you're going to glue all of the pieces at the side, making sure to do the front and all of the little pieces on the back. You're going to do amazing today.